Opening credits. Hello everyone and welcome to planeteraw. Welcome to this new video, an exclusive and original video on planeteraw and also on the French-speaking web. Today I'm taking you into the depths, the underground labyrinth beneath the step pyramid of Saqqara, the pyramid attributed to Pharaoh Djoser. In this video, I'm going to take you around the pyramid to give you a quick overview. I'll take you inside, into the part that's open to the public today. But the highlight of the show will really be the visit inside the galleries that are closed to the public. The Step Pyramid of Saqqara, well, as its name suggests, is located in the city of Saqqara. We actually passed through this relatively poor little town before arriving at the Saqqara funerary complex. There you see everyday Egyptians, those who are adorable, helpful, loving, sharing, and generous. And who are not there just to see Westerners simply as pigeons to be plucked. I visited the Step Pyramid of Saqqara with two people. First is Mr. Claude Oberlin, founder of the Glyptography Museum in Colmar. You may have seen him on planeteraw. Because I dedicated an interview to him in 2 special episodes about his work on the unfinished obelisk of Aswan. If you haven't seen that video yet, of course I invite you to check the description to find the links. And of course, if you enjoy planeteraw's videos and haven't done so yet, I invite you to subscribe by clicking on the little bell. As I was saying, there are 2 people, Claude Oberlin and an archaeologist in charge of the site who chose to stay anonymous and off camera. Alright, he was in charge of the conservation and restoration of the Step Pyramid of Saqqara for 11 years. Besides Saqqara, he also knows the Abusir site well, so we immediately connected and spent 2 exceptional hours together. And you'll see in this video that he drew from memory all the underground corridors for us, sometimes from the north entrance of the pyramid, sometimes from the west entrance. During the 2 hours we spent with this gentleman, we were obviously able to talk first. Underground galleries that form a complex, a real labyrinth of nearly 6 kilometers. As I mentioned, we visited the underground galleries, which are now closed to the public. From the west entrance, which is, according to this archaeologist, the original entrance of the Step Pyramid. He thinks it's now completely invisible. There could have been a south entrance on this pyramid, because today, as with all the others, the entrance is on the north side. So, it was an absolutely exceptional day, especially since we were also able to meet 3 people, 3 Egyptian guides on the site. First, we ran into Gigi, who you know if we've traveled together in Egypt. Additionally, we met 2 other guides who recognized me from the videos. I have to admit I was a bit nervous to hear what they thought of my videos. Well, no, actually they thanked me for my videos, so of course those are very warm reactions that make me happy. The Pyramid of Djoser, however, is preceded by the Heb Sed. It's a royal esplanade where sacred races took place, where the pharaoh had to chase a young bull and catch it by the tail. The Step Pyramid stands 61 meters tall, with a 121 by 109 meter base and an estimated volume of 300,000 cubic meters. Rather than a pyramid, it's actually a succession of mastabas that were stacked on top of each other before forming and becoming a pyramid. From Saqqara. Well, on one side we see Dashur, and on the other we see the pyramids of Abusir, the site that was also overseen by the Egyptologist we spent this afternoon with, Abusir. You know, it's a site closed to the public, which we also visited last March for the first time since April 2018. A real treat, and of course I will share with you on planeteraw a full report in the coming months. The immense necropolis of Saqqara also has a large number of pyramids in a state of ruin, as you can see when walking around the Step Pyramid of Djoser. A short distance further, we find the west entrance, which is carved directly into the bedrock, and which we will use a little later after our appointment has arrived.
Thank you for watching. So that's it. That's the access point.
even beyond the galleries that are open, which you will see in just a moment. Well, the Step Pyramid only opened in March 2020 of this year, so we were there. Come on, I'm not kidding, about 7 or 8 days after that official opening. Awesome. Earlier, I was telling you about a maze that's 6 kilometers long in total, and well, the different corridors of this maze lead to the central vault of the pyramid. Degrees. This central vault, it is located 28 meters deep from the platform where we can observe it. Currently, this platform is indeed open to the public. And regarding this vault, it measures 2.96 meters long by 1.65 with a height also of 1.65 meters. Its opening was sealed by a granite slab, the weight of which is estimated at 35. This platform where we are standing is located at the end of a long corridor, the ceiling of which is supported by columns that have all been renovated and reinforced. So how can we know that? Well, quite simply, because there are a large number of wooden strips on these columns used to mark the cracks in order to monitor their development. This clearly shows these columns were original. Another sign of the era, there are tools that were used to carve certain parts of this long corridor. These marks are present on huge blocks, much larger than most of the small blocks that make up the pyramid, and which are blocks that are not very well squared. Let's say, after this conventional visit, well, we started our interview with this site restoration manager, who drew us the corridors that we would take a little later. So, as I told you a little earlier in the video, this person spent 11 years working on the restoration of Abu Sir, and especially on the Step Pyramid of Saqqara. It goes without saying he knew every nook and cranny of these labyrinths like the back of his hand. And so, with a piece of paper and a pencil, he immediately started drawing without any hesitation. It was a magical moment as he showed us all the little nooks and crannies. Also, what he believes was the original entrance, which is now completely hidden from view. On the south side of the pyramid, later, however, before entering the pyramid, we stood in front of the west face, where he meticulously drew the entire set of galleries for us. Through the south entrance, which he considers to be the original entrance, even though today it is completely closed off, to the point of being invisible, because the south entrance should be visible from the Hebsed. We will need just a little more patience and a few key explanations before entering, before passing to the other side of this gate that holds a marvelous world. I will now slip away for a little while to let you immerse yourself in the galleries closed to the public, in which we had the authority because we did not have permission to film in all the galleries. And you will see that in addition to an absolutely unique experience, there is also a mystical and cramped aspect to these underground tunnels, which adds to and enhances this experience. With smiles on our faces and filled with joy, we leave Saqqara, certain that we have had an unforgettable and unique experience, having shared rare moments with a site manager. As the step pyramid of Djoser bids us farewell, the pyramid of Userkaf, the first pharaoh of the 5th dynasty, tries furtively to overshadow it, but it's in vain. Today, it is Djoser's that we will keep in our hearts. Thank you very much as always for your loyalty. I'll see you very soon on the channel for new episodes filmed in Egypt or elsewhere in the world. Until then, remember to stay in shape, take care of yourself, and keep your passion alive. Bye!